tune. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. Hello everybody, and welcome back to what is another video live stream, this time from Reprieve Media CIC, which is an organisation based in the UK, here in a city called Peterborough. Welcome to the stream. My name is Paul Newman. I am the director and the secretary of the organisation, Reprieve Media CIC, and what we've got coming up for you today is the second part of the live stream that we unfortunately had to cut short last time because of technical errors. People will see that this live stream start has already been beset by technical errors. I unfortunately live in some sort of Faraday cage. You know, Peterborough is one of the biggest growing cities, the fastest growing cities in the UK. And despite me living slap bang in the city centre of it, it is virtually impossible for me to get a decent, strong, robust internet connection. Ideally, the frame rate for this stream would be a lot higher than what it is currently, but we have to work with what we're given, unfortunately. You know, most organisations here in Peterborough have a big, swanky office with premises. You know, they have help from organisations like the PCVS, the Peterborough Council, for voluntary services. Unfortunately, there is nothing of that sort available for little old Reprieve Media CIC here on this planet. Right, what I've got coming up for you today is I'm going to, like I said, play you another interview showcase. The first one we did was looking at how Reprieve Media CIC can help organisations, and that live stream is available in our previous video sections here on the YouTube channel. But what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at how Reprieve Media CIC can help individuals who might be doing some sort of fundraiser that are not part of any organisation. Basically, the individual can just contact us here at Reprieve Media CIC in exactly the same way as they could. We've interviewed a lot of individuals over the years that Reprieve Media CIC has been incorporated. Obviously, not as many as we would like. And the purpose of this video really is just to showcase people what we can actually offer them by ways of services to get their message out to the whole wide world. The interview that I'm going to play out was done with an individual called Daniel Selcraig. He will talk more about his fundraiser in the interview that we're going to play out shortly, and there is also a two-part interview because Daniel gladly came back to discuss more with us in the lead up to the event. We spoke to him a couple of times, and we are going to play those interviews out for you shortly. But before we do that, I'm going to give you a quick link to the Reprieve Media CIC website, which can be found at reprievemediacic.epizy.com. reprievemediacic.epizy, which I will spell that EPIZY.com, and that will take you to the Reprieve Media CIC website, which hopefully soon will have a lot more things on it. It's got all the links that we've done recently, as well as links to where people can look at certain sections of the site. But hopefully there will be some sort of list containing all the articles in due course. That is something that the web designer definitely needs to do. But unfortunately, he's a bit lazy. He won't pull his finger out. And I really do have to keep him under supervision to make sure that anything gets done on the website. Yeah, it's not easy being a secretary and director of an organisation. Right, enough waffling on. I think you all know now a bit about what this stream is about and the overall purpose of it. It's about time now, I think, for me to think about playing the first part of the interview we did with Peterborough-based fundraiser Daniel Selcraig. I will cue that up now, and then what I will do is I will turn my camera off and my microphone. I'm just acting really as a link man for the live stream at the moment. All the content was pre-recorded. In fact, the Daniel Selcraig interview was recorded way back in the pre-lockdown era of 2018. So there wasn't really even a live stream. It was an audio interview, because my background is in community radio. For those who don't know, I was actually a member of a very small team that was involved in getting Peterborough's full-time FM community radio licence at an organisation called Peterborough FM, which was then unfortunately stolen by Freemasons in Peterborough. Unfortunately, it is what it is. When we have a presenter coming in and telling people he's Freemasons, and then the project manager, a man called Daniel Selcraig, is actually pictured shaking hands with Freemasons, it is safe to say that all that time, without knowing, I was working for a Masonic organisation, unfortunately. So, without further ado, I'm going now to play the interviews with Daniel Selcraig. They are going to be played out through the Windows Media Player. So I have to change the source from the web to the media player. I'm actually exposing my own business there. That has now been done. So it will soon be time for me to keep quiet and play the first section of the interview with Peterborough-based fundraiser Daniel Selcraig, and I hope you enjoy it. Hello and welcome back to Reprieve Media CIC on this World Radio Day, radio and sport. What we've got coming up for you now is an interview with a local fundraiser by the name of Daniel Selcraig. He's coming up now. We should have him with the miracles of technology on the line now. Daniel, are you there?
Yeah, good evening, Paul.
Superb. It's always good when the technology works in our favour. Welcome to the show, Daniel. So if you could quickly just tell us a bit, if you could, of the surroundings regarding your decision to raise this fund.
Well, it was just after Christmas. I was just scrolling through my phone on Facebook, and tragically I saw that my local hospice, which is Thorpe, which is run by Ryder, on Christmas Day had a donation tin stolen off reception. The doors were left open so a family could visit a dying relative, and someone's took advantage of that and disgracefully stolen which kind, honest-hearted people had donated money to a really good charity.
Yeah, I saw that myself, the donation tin being unfortunately stolen at Sue Ryder. Very unfortunate event, I'm sure everyone will agree. So these events, as you say, you sound like an experienced fundraiser. So what other fundraising have you done in your life so far?
When I was at college, we walked the Pennine Way, which is over 200 miles from Derbyshire up to the border of Scotland. We did that for the Help for Heroes charity. We raised several £1,000s for them. But once I'd read this story about this donation tin being stolen, I just couldn't get it out of my mind, and I just had to do something for them to try and recover some of the money. So obviously you're well inclined to start raising charitable donations like that. So congratulations for that, and thank you for that. All the great work you've done, and the money you raised really does go to great causes. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to talk a bit about the surroundings of the actual Sue Ryder event. What was your thinking around that time? So when I heard, obviously, about the tragic event that happened, I took a couple of days to register, and then I thought, I need to do something for them. I want to get some money back to the charity. For some strange reason, I ended up thinking of doing a skydive, and that evening I decided, to set up a Just Giving page, and within 48 hours, I'd had over £200 on it already. Friends and family really got behind me and thought, it was a cracking idea. Local media helped as well. I had an interview on BBC Radio Cambridgeshire. And, even companies like yourself, have been really helpful to me getting the story out there and giving me some media coverage.
I also understand you've had a fair bit of help from the local professional football team, Peterborough United.
So Peterborough United have been brilliant. They've let us put some donation buckets, on all the food outlets. And just want to say a big thank you to all the Peterborough United fans for putting money in nearly every game. I've not worked out how much Peterborough United fans, themselves have donated towards it, but the vast majority of the donations is from Posh fans. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to them. The club have been absolutely fantastic and really supportive.
And I also understand that there is a reason we're talking about Peterborough United here, and that is in fact that you are the head groundsman at Peterborough United, I understand.
Yeah, so I look after the pitch at the ABAC Stadium, or London Road as the Posh fans know it. Yes, that's my responsibility to keep it in tip-top condition throughout the season.
Oh, brilliant. How long have you done that for?
I've been at the stadium now 3 years. I started off down the training ground, looking after the facilities down there on Oundle Road. Then I moved up to the stadium soon after, and have looked after the pitch ever since.
And as well as how brilliant they've been regarding assisting you with this event so far, they also do a lot of other work with other charities, don't they?
Oh, it's brilliant. Every game, every home match, there's always a different charity at the stadium, bucket collections. The club really support the Free Kicks Foundation. So the game before last, the Posh changed their home kit from the Mick George logo to the Free Kicks charity logo. And the shirts have been auctioned off, and they've raised over £4,500
for the Free Kicks charity, which gives youngsters the chance to be mascots, who come from an unprivileged background, which is fantastic to see, especially working on a match day, being on the pitch, to see the youngsters enjoying what's such a memorable day out. The club are fantastic at supporting charities.
I was always wondering, really. For my sins, I've followed Pasha for a few years, on and off mainly in the last few years, but I've always wondered, I've always looked at the state of the pitch in certain seasons gone by and thought towards the end of the season it looked more tired in relation to other teams in the league. But in the last 4 or 5 years, it does look from an outside perspective, mainly watching it on the telly, I must admit, that it looks much better. Why do you think that is? What is the club doing so different?
Obviously, advances in technology. We know a lot more, as stupid as it sounds, about grass these days. Back in the day, it was chuck sand on it, roll the sand in. Nowadays, that's a big no-no. The club invested heavily a number of years ago on new drainage. So the pitch is a completely different construction to what it was, which obviously helps massively. But yeah, it's, just about being a groundsman, just about doing the right things at the right time. The weather recently has been really wet, but over the last couple of years, it's been pretty good to us, which does help. I mean, it's not nice having games being played when it's absolutely chucking it down with rain, or it's been frosty and you're having to scrape ice off the pitch. But
it's quite an open old ground, London Road. It can be quite difficult to maintain in the winter, can't it?
No, the wind does swirl around in there. I mean, last season I was, before I think it was the Scunthorpe game, I was in most of the night forking water away off the pitch, and it's quite an eerie place at night time when you're in there by yourself. But no, luckily this season, the weather up to now has not been too bad. Quite wet, but I think the pitch has held up brilliantly.
Yeah, and especially in modern era, you could say, there's pressure as well from external sources, really, as well. Some people might say that pop concerts might not be conducive to having a best possible surface for the team to play on.
A lot of fans, have made this point to me, the concerts, it must be an absolute nightmare. But I completely understand why the club do it. I mean, football now is very commercialised. Clubs need to make as much revenue throughout the course of the year, not just the season. The stadium costs a lot to run. You can't just play, your 20-odd games there. You need to keep using it. So the concerts, as far as I'm concerned, are a great thing. The Elton John concert last year, it did cause a bit of damage to the pitch, but I did manage to rectify that. And yeah, as fans can see now, the pitch isn't too much further behind than what it was last season, which is phenomenal.
No, credit where it's due. The pitch is looking great. Everybody there, yourself mainly, and everybody else around your team, is doing a great job with the pitch, and that can't be questioned really, especially when people look at how it used to be. We're going to have a little break now. One thing I do like to do, Daniel, is allow my guest to pick a quick musical interlude to allow us both to get our breath back. So, Daniel, what track would you like to hear today?
Please, could I have Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, What a Life?
Well, I don't see why not.
Hello, everybody. I might not have seen Why Not There at that time. Let me just bring the camera back on. Obviously, I don't think we've got any right whatsoever to play that Liam Gallagher record in this part of the broadcast. It's a rights issue. The content will just get flagged up by YouTube, and rightfully so. To be fair, I mean, it's not really ours to play. I'm not Noel Gallagher, and I was never a part of High Flying Birds, thankfully. So what I will have to do in order to get the interview back on track is I will have to put the interview screen up for a few seconds, just forward through the part of the song in the media player, and then we'll be back with the second part of the first Daniel Selcraig interview. So if you could please bear with me for a few seconds, I'll be back shortly. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Right, I should hopefully have managed to skip that part of the record now. So we should be back now, ready for the second part of the first interview with Peterborough-based fundraiser Daniel Selcraig.
Hello and welcome back to Reprieve Media CIC for our coverage of World Radio Day, Sport and Radio. We should still have Daniel Selcraig on the line. Daniel, are you still there, sir?
Yeah, good evening, Paul. Still here.
Ah, jolly good. The mystery, the wonders of modern technology again come to our favour. So, Daniel, we've talked a bit about your career already with Peterborough United and the fundraising events that you've done throughout your life. If you don't mind now, I'd like to ask you a few questions about this current event, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You touched on earlier the motivation behind the event and what the event was itself. In case you didn't hear that, it's a skydive in aid of Ryder, Thorpe Road Hospice, after their donation box was unfortunately stolen over the Christmas period. So, Daniel, where and when can people see you throw yourself out of a plane voluntarily?
So the skydive will be taking place on Monday the 7th of May. It's going to be at Simpson Airfield in Peterborough. You know, a lot of my family and friends are going to come down and watch me. But yeah, I'm going to be getting it filmed and pictures taken as well. So there will be content posted after the skydive online for anyone who wants to watch me jump out of the plane.
Yeah, I mean, I must commend you again on the bravery. I, for one, I can't think of any situation where I would do that. So all credit to you. You've already said that the campaign is up and running and has been for quite a while. So where can people support you currently?
People can support us by, they can go on my Just Giving page, which is www.justgiving.com/Sue Ryder Skydive 2018. Any people who go to the Posh home games, there's always Sue Ryder donation buckets on all of the food kiosks around the stadium. Or you can put money in an envelope with my name on, Daniel Selcraig, and hand it into main reception at the football club. And all the money raised will be going onto my Just Giving page, so everyone can see, you know, where the money's going, and it will also give me a grand total at the end. Just so I can add, I've personally paid for the skydive, so every penny raised will go to Sue Ryder, because I paid for the jump. So no money's going to be going from the fundraising to pay for the skydive. That's already been paid completely. So yeah, I'd just like to thank anyone who has already donated. And if there is anyone out there that could help me, I'd much appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And yes, I would certainly encourage everybody to donate to such a great cause. I also understand, obviously, times are hard for people. We all know that. We're not here to talk about that today. So you've come up with a couple of what I think is very ingenious ways of encouraging people to donate to your campaign. Would you like to tell us about them, please?
Yeah, sure. So over the next couple of weeks, couple of months, been speaking to my pals at the club. Marcus Madison's going to donate a pair of his boots and he's going to sign them for us. We're going to get some signed shirts out there. And just as a personal thank you, anyone who donates online will be entered into a draw to win a complete year of free garden upkeep. So it involves grass cutting, absolutely anything in your garden you want doing. I'll personally look after your garden for a year for absolute nothing as a personal thank you to everyone who's helped support me. There are a few terms and conditions to that. Obviously, if you've got a golf course, I won't be looking after it. And also, people who have donated more will be entered into the draw more times than obviously someone who's only donated a couple of pound. But obviously all the terms and conditions and that are on the Just Giving page.
Great gesture. I have to say, that's very good. So hopefully that will certainly encourage people to donate more money. As you know, obviously with modern fundraising as well, it's not just the actual day of the event where the money is raised, it's the build-up. It reaches the crescendo with the final event. So obviously people will want to keep up with your progress up to now until May. So where can people follow you if they'd like to do that on social media?
Yeah, it's obviously been fundraising now since the start of January. I wanted to start early, so give me as much time as possible to raise as much money as I could. People can follow the progress if they go onto the Just Giving page. Again, it's www.justgiving.com/Sue Ryder Skydive 2018. They can follow all the updates on there. They can also follow my Facebook page, Daniel Selcraig, and I'm also on Instagram at Daniel Selcraig, and on Twitter at Posh Carshare. All updates across all the platforms. I update them with any big news that I think people would be interested in. But yeah, mostly the Just Giving page, is the one that gets the most updates.
Yeah, and I can see from myself on social media that there's definitely a lot going on there. So I would encourage everyone to follow as well. I know personally you've been surprised really with the amount of support you've had and just how this campaign seems to be resonating with people.
People have been brilliant. Even like yourself, Paul, having me on the show, being able to get the story out there is fantastic. BBC Radio Cambridgeshire had me on their breakfast show back in January. I'd also like to thank magazine, which is the free magazine in Peterborough. A big thank you to Mark Hernandez, who's wrote a brilliant article in there about the skydive and what we're hoping to do. I'd like to as well just say a massive thank you, to over 50 people who have donated. I'm now over £900, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, it's a big thank you to anyone who has donated. And yeah, it's just a shout out to all my family and friends who have supported me and who'll be there on the day to support me too. And if anyone who is listening can help me, then I'd really appreciate your support.
Yeah, and I'm sure it will continue all the way up to May as well. So Daniel, may I also just take this opportunity to wish you good luck with the event and the preparation as well. And I hope it all goes well for you.
Thank you ever so much, Paul. Really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, we'll obviously keep an eye on your social media channel ourselves to keep any updates. There's also the article on our news outlet, Essential Reading, regarding this as well. That's been updated, and that will be updated to reflect any further offers that sort of encourage people to donate as well up to from now into May as well. So that will be, I imagine that will be circulating throughout the time as well. Personally, I can't see, Daniel, why we can't hook up again maybe towards the end of April, just so I can gauge your nerves, really.
Yeah, no worries. Hopefully I won't have the shakes.
I'm sure you'll be fine on the day, and I'm sure everything will go brilliantly. And more importantly, you'll raise a great amount for Sue Ryder. And thank you very much for this event and for all the ones in the past, and I'm sure ones in the future. And may I take this opportunity to wish you good luck again. And thank you very much for coming on today, and goodbye.
Thank you, Paul.
That was a local Peterborough fundraiser, Daniel Selcraig. And I don't know, I need a break after that to get some of my breath back. And then we'll crack on with our coverage of Radio Day here on Reprieve Media, CIC. So stay tuned. But first, we'll have the odd musical interlude.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, very interesting interview, I think, there. with Daniel. It just goes to show really the power that Reprieve Media CIC has really. I mean, what we've done there is we've taken an individual fundraiser who, off his own back, decided to raise funds for a cause very close to his heart. And we've given him a UNESCO platform with which to do so. That was a United Nations affiliated broadcast that we did there on UNESCO World Radio Day. I think that was a World Radio Day 2018. I'm not 100% sure which one it was. Obviously, we don't do specific days anymore. Every day is important as the others, you know. And we did do a couple of World Radio Days. We have done a few International Women's Days as well in the past, where we have dedicated content to a specific day. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly give you all again the website for Reprieve Media CIC. What I will do there is I will give you the website now. reprievemediacic.epizy.com. I'll read that out. reprievemediacic.epizy.com, which is where people can find the Reprieve Media CIC website. We're also on social media, various places. If you're an individual that would like to promote an individual fundraiser maybe, then all you need to do is get in touch with us, and we will try and facilitate what we can for you when we can. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the intro screen up again shortly, and I will cue the second interview of this live stream, and then we will start playing that. So I will be back with you shortly. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So, hello, everybody, and welcome back to this live stream. Before we play the second interview, I will just tell you really what the purpose of this stream is. It's really to encourage any individual fundraisers out there that might be fundraising for off their own back. They might not necessarily be part of an organisation that might not have some sort of media/publicity team around them to help them get their message out. Reprieve Media CIC is there for you, and this stream will be going on the live stream section of the YouTube channel, just really to show everybody what services Reprieve Media CIC can offer those individuals. Right, one such individual we had was Peterborough-based fundraiser Daniel Selcraig. We've just listened to the first interview, which was part of a UNESCO broadcast on World Radio Day. I'm going to say, excuse me, in 2018. I'm going to say that it was the further back, nearer the event, where I alluded to it in the UNESCO affiliated content that we were going to get back with Daniel Selcraig a bit nearer the time to see how he was. I'm pleased to say that interview did take place. So not only were we there for Daniel once, we were there for Daniel on two occasions before the lead up to this event. It was just a shame that we couldn't get him on after the event. But we got him on ahead of the event, I think, just to have a quick word with him again and let him do a bit more promotion. So what I will do again is I will switch the screen source from the Reprieve Media CIC website back to the media player, and people will be able to see that the interview with Daniel, the second interview, is already queued up for you to play. Whoops, I'm sorry, I've just realised that I have not brought myself back on the camera. I do tend to forget to do that. Sometimes it's like faders on the radio. You have to bring the camera back on and the camera up at certain times. So I will bring the camera up just for this final section of the link, so people will be able to see that this is in fact a live broadcast and not a recording of the Reprieve Media CIC live stream interview showcase on how Reprieve Media CIC can help certain individuals as opposed to organisations. So without further ado, I'm going to play the second part now, the second interview we did with Peterborough-based fundraiser Daniel Selcraig, and I hope you enjoy it.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Reprieve Media CIC. We're lucky today. We've got another charity fundraiser that's happening. I think it's happening on this May bank holiday. We've interviewed the gentleman before, a man by the name of Daniel Selcraig. We mentioned in that interview that we were going to try and nail him down for an interview before jump, just so we can assess his nerves, really, because we like the guy. We don't want him to do anything he might regret. So we're just gonna try and ascertain his mood, his state of mind and mood at the time, and give him another time to plug the event quickly. So with the miracles of technology, on the other end of this Skype line at the moment should be Daniel Selcraig. Daniel, are you there, sir?
Yes, good evening, Paul.
Fantastic news. Yes, there he is. Brilliant. Good to see the technology working in our favour. Daniel, how are you, sir, since we last spoke?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you keeping?
Busy. It's all going on. I'm still not quite as famous as you, though, mate. But I was going to say, but we'll touch on that a bit later. Firstly, why you're here is the charity fundraiser that you're doing. Am I right in saying it is this bank holiday Monday?
Yeah, it's 7 days away, believe it or not. 7
days. Craig David will be writing a song as we speak.
Yeah.
I think he will, actually. Or a more accurate phrase would be someone will be writing a song for Craig David, I think. Right. So basically, if you could just quickly tell us about the event. Daniel, what inspired you to do the event, first of all?
So it seems an absolute age ago now, but it was Christmas. I heard that Ryder up at Thorpe had a donation tin stolen by someone. They walked into reception and pretty much just robbed it, and they lost quite a bit of money from it. I reflected on it and decided to raise some money for them and thought of a charity skydive.
So the event has been in the pipeline for quite a while. When did you think of the idea? Just in the new year then? Just around that time?
Yeah, it was just coming up to the start of January. I can't even remember how I thought of doing it. It just literally popped up in my head and thought, well, why not?
And regarding the event itself, I mean, how have you found it? I mean, you're quite an experienced fundraiser, are you not?
Yeah, I've done quite a few other fundraising different fundraising ideas. And when I was at college, we raised a lot of money for Help for Heroes. But no, this is a completely different challenge. Obviously, it's something that's in the future, so trying to get money out of people for something you've not yet done is a little bit trickier than I thought. But I've absolutely smashed my target. I aim to raise between £1,000 and £1,500. And I'm now well over the £2,300 mark, which is just unbelievable.
That's because you're famous, mate, now. Did you not know?
I've heard a few stories, but I wouldn't say famous.
They're all true, mate. Trust me. If half of them are true, then that's remarkable. But I think in this case, all of them are true. But so we're going to touch on that, like I said, a bit later. And the event, obviously, you said you were really impressed with the generosity of the Peterborough public. I'm assuming it's all just around Peterborough, but maybe not. How have you found? What support have you had in organising the event so far?
It's been brilliant. All my friends and family have all been behind me, offering me support and guidance. Local media has been really helpful as well. I've had interviews on BBC Radio Cambridgeshire, the local Peterborough magazine, the ESP magazine. A big thank you to Mark Hernandez, who wrote a brilliant article about it. Just gave me a bit of publicity, which helped me raise a little bit more money. But yeah, everyone's just tried to see what I've been doing and have tried to help out as much as they can. And I can be more thankful to everyone.
You obviously mentioned earlier in the interview that social media plays such a large part of a current fundraising campaign. So How can people keep in touch with what you're doing, Daniel, at the moment?
Yeah, if they go on to Just Giving, they can search my name, Daniel Selcraig, or the event's name is Ryder Skydive 2018. You can track all the progress on there. All my updates are all going onto my Just Giving page. That's where the grand total's at. It's currently at £2,395, which I still can't believe the amount of support that people have been giving us. But yeah, all my updates are now going onto that one platform there, just so everyone can keep a follow.
And I understand that what you said last time still applies, that none of the money you have received as donations will in fact pay for the skydive. You did. I'm sure that, am I right in thinking that the dive is already paid for?
Yeah.
So every penny that somebody donates will go to the desired target. Is that true?
Yeah, exactly that, Paul. The skydive's already been paid for. All the donations will be going to Ryder at Thorpe. There's no costs coming out, so to speak.
Fantastic. So obviously you've obviously had a lot of help. It might be remiss of me to mention now that in Daniel's day job, not all heroes wear capes, you see. In Daniel's day job, he is actually the groundsman at our local football team, Peterborough United. So how have they been around this event? How much help have you received from them, Daniel?
Yeah, no, they've been first class. Ever since I thought of the idea, all the catering teams have been helping me get money on match days with donation buckets on the tills and that. I'm not say I've raised hundreds from it, but all the loose change, soon adds up, and it has made a big difference to my overall target. But yeah, no, they've been fantastic, really supportive. And actually, this Saturday just gone, it was actually Stu Ryder's fundraising day at Peterborough United, which is brilliant by the football club because it gives charities like that a fantastic platform to raise much needed funds.
So obviously these events, they don't happen by themselves. Is there any? How much help have you had in getting towards this event?
Yeah, Sue Ryder themselves have been really supportive with their fundraising team. Giving me some ideas and just been really supportive. I know a couple of people that have done skydives. So yeah, people have it's been offering advice and support, and yeah, day by day as the event gets closer, I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous. But yeah, really looking forward to the experience.
So am I right in thinking that you've never done a skydive before?
No, I've been on a plane, on holiday, but never decided to jump out of one.
Yeah, I was about to say I think that's two different things, mate. Yeah, but yeah, fair play. So would it be fair to say then that you are nervous?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, very nervous. I mean, yeah, even just thinking about it now, my belly's going a little bit. I'm nervous. Like I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't going to get anything from it. Do you know what I mean? Like I do like to live life to the full and experience as much as I can. So yeah, no, really looking forward to it, but quite nervous at the same time.
We'd best talk about the event in itself then. I'm assuming people can go and watch this. So we know we've already established it's Monday bank holiday. When and where is it, though? What time, where is it at, etc.
So it's UK parachuting, which is based at Stibson Airfield. It's the morning jump. We've still not been given a time yet, but I'd imagine it will sort of be between 9:30, 10 o'clock time. I've got absolute hundreds of people coming. Randomers I don't even know, friends, family, Peterborough United supporters, you name it. People are turning up in their droves. So, yeah, bring your barbecues, bring your deck chairs. We're going to have a good time. It's not just me going to jump and that'll be it. We're going to have some food and drinks, make a day of it.
Yeah, I can tell you're excited, mate. I can tell you're excited. You're really looking forward to this, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been such a long time since I thought of the idea. I deliberately did it so I could try and raise as much money as possible. It really doesn't seem like yesterday since I came up with the idea, but no, really looking forward to it now. As I said, only a week away. Yeah, just get me on that plane.
Fantastic. Do you know anything about the jump? How high will it actually be when you jump out? Do you know things like that yet?
Yeah, it's going to be 13,000 feet. It'll take about 15 minutes to cruise up to that height. And then obviously you're free falling for about 45 seconds from about a 3-minute parachute descent. So it's quite a while actually whilst you're up there. Like, it's not quickly fly up and jump out and you're on the ground. You know, I'm expecting it to last a good 15, 20 minutes, so to speak. So, yeah, I know. Really, I honestly can't wait now. I really can't wait.
Jolly good, fantastic. So obviously you've had massive support with the club people closest to you. I mean, how much support actually have you had for this? Have you felt as though, you know, these events, they're very hard to organise, aren't they? And you're working as well. I mean, who has been there for you when you've been struggling the most?
Yeah, obviously my girlfriend and all my family have been really supportive, and you know, my nan especially. I want to shout out to my nan. It's been brilliant. She's been asking like all her dancing friends for donations and stuff, and my nan's just got me over £150 just by herself, bless her. So yeah, big shout out to my nan, Sheila. Love her lots, and yeah, I don't know where I'd be without her. Absolutely love her.
Fantastic. So I'm assuming is she going to watch the event?
Yeah, she'll be there. She seems more nervous about it than I am. But yeah, obviously my mum's pretty worried, but you know, I knew the risks involved before I decided to make the decision. I just wanted to get some money back. Fantastic charity, and I thought this would probably be the best way of getting money off of people. Well,
yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a brilliant day all round. Food, it's a bit like an event. How many people are jumping on the day then?
I'm not got an exact figure. It's a bank holiday. It says on their website to expect up to 100 jumpers. So yeah, there'll be quite a few other planes taking off with people jumping. Obviously, it's not just going to be me. There'll be quite a few others as well.
So, okay, brilliant. What we'd like to do, Daniel, as you would know from the first interview we did, is in between the interview we're just gonna be back in a minute for a bit more of we're gonna talk about Daniel's day job a bit for a couple of seconds, and then he'll be able to tell us all how we can still donate, because this campaign is still live at the minute, isn't it, Daniel?
Yeah, it's still there. People can log on.
Okay, so we will learn about how people can donate and keep in touch through the final week as the campaign really gathers momentum. But first, Daniel, have you got a quick song you'd like to hear to break up the interview?
Yeah, why not? Could we have some Be Young, Jumanji, please? Absolute tune at the minute.
Okay, yes, I'll try and find that for you, Daniel. In the meantime, here's Be Young, and we'll be back shortly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. As good as this track is, I would be fairly certain that I've got no right at all to play it in this interview showcase video. I was never a member of the band that Daniel Selcraig alluded to in the first part of that interview. So unfortunately, we won't be hearing that track in this broadcast. What I will do now is I will put the introduction screen up quickly, and then I will skip through the track, and we will be back with the second part of the second Daniel Selcraig interview as soon as possible. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in to this interview showcase, either live or pre-recorded. I hope it's giving you a real good flavour of what we can offer you here at Peterborough FM. Not Peterborough FM, that's where I used to work. What a Freudian slip that was. It's been years since I've said that in a broadcast. That's a Freudian slip. Reprieve Media, CIC. Right, what I'll do now is I will put the, I believe I've just done that, put the introductory screen up, got slipped into autopilot there, like I was broadcasting live on air back in the day. So easy, so easily done. Right, for now, I'm going to put the introduction screen up, skip through that track, and we'll be back with the second part of the interview with Daniel Selcraig on Reprieve Media, CIC. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream... Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you very much for bearing with me quickly there as we found the second part of the Daniel Selcraig interview, which I am going to play out for you now. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Reprieve Media CIC. That was B Young there, as requested by Daniel Selcraig. So we're just going to wrap up the interview now with a bit. I just want to touch on a specific thing that happened to you. What month was it now? When Peterborough United played at home to Walsall?
Yeah, it was a game against Walsall in League One. It was on a cold Tuesday night. God, it was quite a while ago now. It must be back in February.
That was really what I would consider to be how it never won an award. It was a superhuman event, really, to get that game on. And there was time for a good day or two there where you were arguably the most famous man in this town, I'd say. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it was, especially when I got home and looked at my phone, we had over 1 million views on Twitter of us clearing snow with Steve, the posh centre-back, who kindly grabbed the shovel halfway through help us clear the pitch of the snow and get all the lines clear for the referee. Brilliant.
That man should get a testimonial already down here.
Yeah. He...
absolute legend of a bloke.
Yeah, he's brilliant. And I got home and my phone was going absolutely nuts. Loads of tweets and messages from fans, saying well done. But I've just got to be quite clear on this. I'm fortunate to be the stadium head groundsman, but I'm also backed up by a fantastic team of volunteers who come in every match day. That attitude is first class. They love the club. They're supporters of the club. And without the lads behind me, my job would be really difficult.
That's very true. And I noticed that you were even that complimentary about them on all other outlets as well. So modesty as well, But what a fantastic job, and the exposure for yourself and the exposure for the club around that managed to just coincide with this event. It's strange how things come together when you do the right thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant, and I'd just like to quickly say a massive thank you to Peterborough United chairman Darren McAnthony, who actually sponsored me £800 towards my skydive fundraising as a thank you for getting that game on. So I was always going to do my best to get the game on, but for him to show so much appreciation and donate such a large amount of money was absolutely, I was gobsmacked, and I really appreciate it. So a big thank you to him if he does listen to this.
So are you back to normal now then? Have you had to sack your agent yet?
No, we're all good now.
So obviously, you said that was in extreme circumstances, really. Have you ever come across that situation or anything like that before in your time as a groundsman?
Not really. The weather this season has just been absolutely ridiculous. We've not seen rain like it for years. Obviously, we've had snow February and March. It's very, very rare to be able to get a game on in those sort of conditions. Just to give people who weren't there an understanding, about 7:15, there was absolutely no snow on the pitch. By 8:15, we had it in half a foot. The pitch, I won't go on and on about it, but the pitch wasn't frozen because of the work we did beforehand. So the snow insulated the pitch to stop it from freezing. But yeah, to be able to just keep the game on and keep the referee happy with the surface and keeping all the lines clean was just a massive team effort. We had everyone out there from... It
was literally a team effort because like Daniel said, you had members of the team stopping the game when the game was out, people getting treatment or throwing. They were cleaning the pitch themselves, weren't they?
Yeah, I was cleaning the London Road area, and next thing I know, Stephen Taylor's ran up to me, physically grabbed the brushed off of me and started doing the rest of the line for me, so I could do another part of the pitch. It's remarkable, you wouldn't see anything like that again. You would from Stephen Taylor, because that's the sort of professional he is. He's top class. But those games in the championships that were called off that night with under 13, that have that luxury. And it just shows you how much hard work and dedication of the whole team, the whole staff of Peterborough United to get a game on was fantastic.
Yeah, it was, and all credit to you and your team from me. I know from first hand. I've been to a few games back in the day, and that pitch would have resembled the Somme if it had the weather it had this year 20 years ago on it. I know that for a fact. And I think the club would know that as well. And you touched on all the investment as well. That obviously helped, didn't it, in the lead up to the day?
Yeah, it's on a good football pitch. It does cost a lot of money, unfortunately, and the club are certainly doing the right thing. So I can't touch on too much for next season, but there'll be huge improvements again over the summer. And I think some fans will get a shock when they come back for the pre-season friendlies, because I don't want to go into too much detail, but big changes.
Space, so to speak. Fantastic. So thank you for joining us, Daniel. We know how busy you are. So before we wrap this up, can you just tell people how they can still donate to your skydive, which is happening a week today?
Yeah, so people can go online at www.justgiving.com/Sue Ryder Skydive 2018, or just go on to justgiving.com and type in my name. It's Daniel Selcraig. That's Selcraig. That's where all the donations are going to. I'd really appreciate it. A week to go, I'd be absolutely thrilled if we could get to £3,000. The big ask. I know that's a big ask with how the times are, and people are struggling. But if you've just been paid and you have got some spare cash, I'd really appreciate it, and so would the hospice. They rely solely on funding to stay open. They do an absolutely marvellous job at Thorpe Hall, and I'd be ever so grateful if anyone would donate. It means so much to me, and especially my family as well.
Fantastic. And obviously people would like to keep up with the progress on social media. How can they find you on social media and keep up with events both at the club and regarding the skydive?
Obviously for Posh News, go on to www.theposh.com. We'll follow them at the Posh Official on Twitter. If you want to follow my fundraising campaign, you can follow my Facebook page. It's at Daniel Selcraig, the same on Instagram. And also my Just Giving page is primarily where most of the updates are going. So there'll be footage released on the skydive as well, that's being filmed. I believe BBC Look East are coming down as well, so it might even make some local news as well, which would be fantastic. But this isn't about me. This is trying to make as much money for Sue Ryder as possible. So if people can donate, I'd be thrilled.
Okay, fantastic. And the time again, quickly, in the date before we go, please.
Yeah, so it is Monday, the 7th of May. We're looking at quite an early jump between 9 and 10 o'clock at Simpson Airfield. It's all to raise money for Sue Hall.
Fantastic. Now, Daniel, may I take this opportunity to wish you good luck personally?
Thank you ever so much, Paul. Thank you once again for having us on.
Anytime, sir, anytime. And good luck with the event. Daniel Selcraig, thank you very much for allowing us to interview you, and good luck for the event, sir.
Thank you very much, Paul. Cheers. Good night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Yes, again, a very interesting follow-up interview, I thought, there, with Peterborough-based fundraiser Daniel Selcraig. You can sort of sense the nerves in his voice, couldn't you, ahead of that jump? It took place, I think, in the summer, I'm going to say, of either 2018 or 2019. It's got me thinking there. I don't really know what year that was. I know Reprieve Media CIC was incorporated back in 2017. I'm going to say that was probably 2018 might have been the first. They might have both taken place in early 2019. Both those interviews. It was an absolute pleasure to interview Daniel Selcraig at that time, it's fair to say. Right, I mean, we've pretty much done this broadcast now. There isn't really much else to say. That we've given everybody a flavour of what Reprieve Media CIC will be able to offer people moving forwards. And that, to be fair to us, was the objective of the video. You know, it's been a while since we've managed to interview many people. It's something we are looking to be able to offer people, just being able to offer people an opportunity to get their voice out, to get their message out, whether they either represent an organisation or they might be just an individual. Then feel free, just get in touch with us. Reach out to us on social media, reach out to us in a variety of ways. People can. There is more than one way of definitely reaching out. Just get in contact with me, myself, if people would like to do that. You know, there's the website for what people are ready to see it. Reprieve Media CIC.peasy.com. Yes, we are taking donations. People are able to donate to Reprieve Media CIC through PayPal, and we're hopefully going to be adding more content to the organisational site, trying to get a link to all the articles that resemble the news outlet where all the articles are linked individually, and a few YouTube videos as well as the articles what we have written. Right, I think I'm gonna think about ending this stream now, everybody. Thank you very much to everybody who has decided to check in with it and see what's going on. It's very much appreciated. Reprieve Media CIC, Peterborough-based organisation. We're here for you. If you want to promote your event, either as an individual or as an organisation, then feel free. Reach out to us, and we will do our best to try and help you. But for now, my name's Paul Newman, the Director and Secretary of Reprieve Media CIC. I'm going to end this stream now. Take care, everybody, and have a fantastic Friday. Look after yourselves, and goodbye.